they'll just run you down. And we saw how confident they were playing on their CT side, literally running through to Fountain, playing aggressively through smoke, so playing aggressively in party, playing aggressive up long, and it's going to be more of the same on Dust. You're going to see them getting aggressive on long, both CT and T side. They're just going to be bombing it out with flashes. I would not be surprised, but here we go. Formal do start on the CT side, and they haven't won a pistol round yet. Can they win one now?
Throwing stat lines at us as well, Chief. What's going on?
Alright.
What I'm hearing is it's desperation. That's what
you've
set up for here. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Of course, it is the third pistol of this game. Both so far, as you said, going in the way of forZe. Denied at least off to a good start to make it 3 for 3. Brownie's able to take down Jerry. Shalfey and Zorta, and Shalfey once more. And while the start is good for Formel, they quite quickly become second best. forZe on Dust2, just doing forZe things.
And forZe doing forZe thing, I think you're implying that it's just another pistol round win. There's Shalfey gets a 4K for the pistol and some extra bullets into the body of Tricky. And again, it's 3 out of 3 pistols for forZe. Formal picked up 12 rounds on Overpass despite losing both pistols, which I would say as well is a bit of a rarity. And now they're having to force buy in on this CT side. And if this goes wrong, well, you're potentially looking at 3, if not 4 rounds to 0 for forZe. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves, or in fact is that reality as Zorta finds Tricky with the scout. Friends with the Deagle's going to find nothing. Crowley has found Zorty back actually, so kills for both sides now as Power's going to get attacked down to 10 HP with his Deagle. It's all kicking off.
Yeah. So maybe being flung around a little bit more here. Formal keeping things competitive on their force by trying their best to keep them in this game, but at the minute 5 mark, 3 versus 4, a man advantage that favours forZe, but more importantly, a round that should be going forZe's way. Formal, 2 Deagles and a scout. Crownie looking for more, jiggling in. Shalfey, his position compromised as Crownie finds another with the scout, looking for more, but he will be denied at least a little bit for now as Jerry, he's able to take down Power, and with that, I think it's safe to say the A-bomb site will be theirs. Crownie looking to do more, though, with this SG.
Yeah, and this long aggression out of Pulse has got all wrong. If he's just playing Pit, probably has a kill. In fact, he's just going to get a kill in mid, but it's still 2 versus 2. That bomb plant is going to go down, so that's obviously going to favour forZe. No kits, of course, onto Formal, because it is the eco... Oh, no, excuse me, no, it was a force buy round, wasn't it? They didn't buy a kit, so... Yeah. Are they going to be regretting their decision? Oh, boy, that was close. But Jerry, with the old head glitch spot on the cart, manages to put the final bullet into the last player for Formel, and oh boy, does forZe come close. But they still manage to seal the deal, and it's 2-0 for them. Formal now I've got to force back in again. It's 2 scouts, 2 MP9s, and an M4A1S. It's bare bones. I think they understand the situation as well, Retro, where they feel like if they don't get a good start, it's going to be a big struggle for them. Brents finds 2 early on, clears out tunnels. And Shalfey is trying to trade back as well, 3 versus 3, but the HP advantage is with the forZe side. They've got Power trapped in tunnels, and again, it's been a scrappy start to another round.
You can understand why they forced. You can absolutely understand. Having a good look. A good check. Flash to go over. Also, he's just going to jump across. Get into pits. That's the first port of call. Now they have a little bit of distance to gain and a little bit of a margin to reach. Crownie, got to be careful. This scout definitely can pack a punch. But with 50 seconds left here, Wicks, I'm surprised that the bomb's still staying in pit.
Yeah, and these two players for forZe who have been tagged has essentially made these two scouts AWPs, but the shots are not going to connect. It doesn't matter what gun you've got if you can't connect the bullets, and it's going to be 3 out of 3 kills going the forZe way, and it's 3 rounds on the board, and it's a disastrous start for the CT side of Formel.
That is nicely done. Very, very nicely done. forZe can make it a third, and despite everything that happened there, they do manage to get out on top. And Negev bought by Brenz.
Interesting.
Now, I don't know where this is being used. My guess would be B. I'd be correct in said guess. This angle, though, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know about that one.
If they rush B, he actually looks like a genius. Because they haven't gone B really at all, and now he's been caught playing this angle, it kind of looks like a troll. I assure you he's not on this stage, but yeah, it's one of those. If it pays off, you look like an absolute god. If it doesn't, well, you just silly. Brownie, though, finds 2 kills. Going to be some damage, but really, it's only going to be numbers on his kill tally as Formel now will finally get their first proper full buy-in, and I say proper, it's because they've already force-bought twice, and it's been a couple scouts and a few MP9s as well in the mix. This time, it's going to be 5 rifles out on the board. Crowney will eventually make his mind up as he's going to buy up some util as well. Salty, is he going to strike first once more? Oh! Well, he did, just didn't find a kill. 30 HP left on power.
Now this is a good start for forZe. Despite not getting the kill, that is a brilliant way to introduce yourself into a full buy versus full buy scenario. You have a HP lead, you have something to work with. A little bit of information gathered. Spamming away. Bren's looking for something of equivalent response, but Formel left guessing here at the minute 20 mark. They are stunned. Pulse aggressive towards Longo. Orp of Tricky to find one. And with that, I think it's safe to say this is looking quite comfortable to be a Formel round win. Unless the unthinkable happens, peeking in, or Brent's head was definitely spotted. Kenzie, he has it. Now a 4v4. Now a little more questionable to the A play because the numbers definitely aren't here for the retake, but power. Great timing to take down shalfey.
Yeah, and that's the opening that Formel needed to get themselves back with A control. But Norwi sticking true to his guns, holding the angles on short, has 2, Zorti has Tricky, that's the AWP gun, and Pole's now all on his lonesome on long. And the round's done. It's now about what can you get out of the round. And to be honest, I don't think he's going to be finding any frags. He's certainly not going to be hunted down at this stage, and the forZe players just need to get moving, or will they hunt? They need to get moving. Does get one, but no more. Money is going to be there for a few players on Formal. Will they commit to the full buy with Tricky, no AWP in hand, and Power probably going to be with an SMG? And it looks like they're going to half buy, and it's just one of those situations. You're 5-0 down on CT side. Your economy just isn't there for you. It's a very marginal spot where I think 50% of the time you're probably going to want to force, 50% of the time you're going to want to buy. Oh. It's just not a situation you want to be in, as Zorta as well is still continuing to connect the AWP through the mid doors. And he's not done there, but Tricky's going to say, nope, nope, you are done. Because your head's been blown off by my scout chief.
Nice shot. Kenzie will find one in response. A man advantage in favour of forZe. Smokes and mollies dropped in as Kenzie will take caution in approach to the A site. Crowley, Mist Eagle on the other side, good for the burst, looking for more, but the headshot from Jerry. That'll be the end of it. It's Tricky in a 1v3. This is 6-0 and a killer start to the T side of Dust2.
Yeah, and now you're starting to see as well why forZe just weren't concerned about the pugginess that Formel were going to bring to them on Dust2, because, again, it's just one-way traffic. We're seeing forZe pick up rounds in sprees. We saw it on Overpass. We're seeing it here again now, and it's 6 in a row, which could very well be 7. Formal, of course, in the full loss bonus at this point, so we're going to still see more of the same. Half buy, full buy, half buy, full buy. But it is not looking good for them.
Get in, Kenzie. Trying to get a bit of information. Not given much as of right now, at least. A very slow, very methodical beginning. Once more, favouring this forZe side. They have themselves short control. They are looking too good right now. Too good.
Tricky. Expected a short push to be coming in. There is a player in short, but not anywhere near pushed up enough. Util's going to go out from both sides, from and to short. As forZe have shown their hand now. And they're going to also execute out mid. They're going to turn this into a B crunch. I don't believe it. They had all the pressure applied on short, and now they're heading towards B, and the rotation's going to come in. Oh boy.
Oh, power! Just caught in the open, caught lacking, napping behind the volley. Spam coming out, looking for more with the A4 here. Crownie still trying to get the shots off. Poles moves through the smoke to the orb. He'll only go for one. Shalfey through the smoke with the response like no other. And 6 turn 7 because Formel left with another man disadvantage. Left with another round that they have to bastard themselves back into. And Tricky's done a great job in doing so, but in a 2v2, and they know where both players are. Kenzie caught blind, only good for one. And that gives Shalfey the jewel, the 1v1, the chance, but he'll find it perfectly. Heads are rolling, and his forZe are up to 7.
Oh, it's just so brutal for the Formal side. The rotations actually worked out really well, considering they were just slightly late. They managed to get it into a 1v1, but we all know way too well that that B site is so hard to break with no util. Arguably, probably one of the toughest sites to break in the whole game of Counter-Strike. Brent again has got himself into lower, and I think Kenzie knows something's up. He does not want Lightning to strike the same place twice. He's going to wait for it. He's going to strike his thunder. Down on 1. Not 2. Damage is going to be down onto power. The taps are coming out. It's not going to be much more, though. However, HE nearly sends him to the grave. Poles having to defend the A site with his backs to the wall. Or should I say boxes? A Shalfey is going to find his head. That's A site taken. That's going to be the 8th round on the board for forZe, no doubt.
It has to be, doesn't it? Looks too good to be true. Spam, it's wild from Jerry. The flash. Catching a couple of teammates, Norwi. You've got to be careful what you're throwing, but at the end of the day, it's safe to say the round, as you said, in their back pocket. And it will be forZe 8-0. This is the kind of start that we wanted to see. This is the kind of performance we were expecting from forZe. And now they're putting on a show, we're starting to realise in the true power that they had.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe just overpass warm-up for them. Because now they are firing on all cylinders. The engine has been powered up. And power... trying to find his power up because he's still back on 2 frags. I've got to say, like, Formal again, the same fragging woes as what they had on Overpass for the first half. Just no players, really, apart from Crownie, I believe it was, who managed to actually get through double digits for frags out of the first half. It's looking like it could be more of the same. I mean, Crownie, who they were relying on so much for frags on Overpass, is still only back on 7. And the ADRs, apart from Crownie, are pretty much in the bin. On the flip side, though, I mean, Shalfey on 151. Yes, 8 rounds, but still, like, 151 after 8 rounds is still pretty impressive. It's a kill and assist every single round. And, well, Kenzie, I've got to say, he's had 6 kills so far, but a lot of his kills have been pretty impactful. He's found some openings on short and long. So yeah, forZe all working out in their favour so far. And I'm not going to say it, but I think you know what I'm thinking. If it continues to go this way, yeah, I'm not going to jinx it though.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, man. I'm picking it up, don't worry.
Oh.
I'm hearing what you're saying. Shalfey. Now, this is relentless, and he's definitely spotted the head on backside. There's no denying that, and that molly definitely will be the beginning of the end for Tricky. Has a smoke to sort of push himself out, but for Shalfey, it's a very easy kill for Kenzie. Is he going to clear close car? Yes, he will, but Brownie still good for one, and a second kill, in fact, with the M4A4, and the cavalry's arrived. Brens will find one more, and Wix, you've jinxed them, because Brens has doubled up as well, and it's Norwi against 4.
Oh, forZe fans, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It would have been nice to see a 16-0 on Dust because, fun fact actually, me and another caster have casted the longest Dust2 in the last 7 years, I think it is. It took 2.5 hours. Yeah, it was ESL. It was ESL Qualifier. It was renewal against someone. I can't remember who, but it ended up being like a 70 plus round. It took 2.5 hours. It wasn't nice.
Yeah, I bet. Sorry to hear, King. Don't worry, I don't think there'll be any long ones here today, because although vacant in the previous, they are present in the now. Tricky, good for the response, and we'll make it a 3 versus 3, but this is just looking too good right now for forZe. Despite the man down, you do not count them out of scenarios like this. Jerry and Zorta left alone. 3v2 scenario to make it 9. The T-side of Dust2 has already looked pretty menacing. This definitely could be something to write home about.
And the AWPs, the double AWPs for Formel, have pretty much got long on lock. So he's gonna need to be perfect and the rest if he wants to try and find a pick here, but he will only be walking into what is a double AWP angle. If one misses, surely the other one connects. And the execute will be coming out now. Smoke is not going to affect Tricky. Or the flashbang will, though, and Jerry's got himself in. They should have heard Tricky's AWP as well, and Sortsy's found him! How have forZe pulled this one out of the bag?
Nicely done, Crowny will find one. Still one more to go, though. Bomb ticking away. Here's the util. Sees the chance. He's going to go up, and he knows. He is all too aware, but he's not moving down. He's not trying to get out of harm's way. He's just creating distance to find the headshot. Jerry will find the last, and it is 9-1. forZe, an 8-round lead.
That's the issue you have when you've got two AWPs just staring and holding the same angle, and not a single one of them playing counter flash. One flashbang completely decrypts your puzzle. Right, it's over, and forZe took full advantage of it. A great flashbang, and Zorty also, what a shot he must have had to hit, because he's only seeing the top of the helmet from that angle of long. And now Brens, instead of the aggression in lower tunnel, it's up mid, and he's holding the angle, but he looks away at the worst time. I wasn't calling out lower tunnel, buddy. It's top mid as Jerry finds one, Zorty finds another. That's the AWP, the AWPer dropped on Tricky. And it's just been disastrous once again for Formel. More of the same, which is one-way traffic. And I think the M4's been spotted. Jerry's seen something. As Crowley's going to be caught as well.
What?
How is this happening? forZe are just turning up the dial. When you think it's hit its max, they just continue to turn.
Unreal. Norwi, he'll find another. Down to just poles here. 1 versus 4. Spamming away. Tapped away the first head found. M4A1S drawn from the water. He's going to find the kill, and with that, very nicely done.
Yeah, I don't really know else to say, to be honest, apart from the fact that forZe are just winning every single 1v1 gunfight, it feels like right now. They're spotting everything. The reads seem correct as well. You know, CT smoke for the B crunch goes down. This player gets spotted through the smoke, and forMel just have no space to breathe. And it's also down to the fact that Zorti is repeatedly finding first frag in mid. Surely he doesn't get a wall bang.
Shalfey's going to just throw the hinge smoke. The wall bang attempted. Brenz, brilliant shot. Will connect for the first at least. Other than that, though, it's safe to say this round still should be in favour of Jerry. Snappy accuracy to find the first. Brenz is Deagle good for a second. Flash as well will catch a couple of these players blind as kenzie continues his advance forward. The Flash just dropped in to try and create some temporary cover. Hole's thinking about it. Smoke dropped in. Are we going to see him? Well, he goes up. Norwi. He's able to just dunk him though. Brent's going to see the third opportunity to find the frag. It's sloppy, but he gets it done.
Tricky on the flank as well. Surely they know something's up at this point. They certainly know where he is now as Norwi drops 40 seconds after that bomb still to be planted, but kenzie doesn't need to. He finds the last frag to find. And forMel, well, if they weren't a spot bother already, they are now. It's 3-1s on the scoreboard, and they're only holding one of them.
Wow. 11-1, mate. 11-1. That's where we stand right now, at least. Already jumping into the jaws of Brenz.
It's
Brilliantly
ridiculous.
taken care of. By the first. Just forZe being confident, that's all it is, I feel like, at this point. And finally, they'll be punished for their actions. 2 kills, basically a third as well. kenzie left low.
It's confidence and a little bit more, because I can guarantee you, if this is forZe against, you know, a top 20 team, which they are, there's no way that that play is being made. It's just the fact that they're 10 rounds to the good. They're just winning every single fight, it feels like, right now. Not this round, of course, but forMel will be given a rare round win. But, you know, forZe have the bankroll to come back again. Or do they? No! They don't!
Well, no. But I think it's excusable at this point. 11 rounds, even if this does obviously end 11-4, 11 rounds is insane. You can't blame how well they did here in this half so far. And, well...
They get home for it.
Yes. They are looking pretty good. kenzie knows the lineup, doesn't matter if it's smoked or not. He's going to have a good jiggle, thinks up power, but ultimately the AWP will find the opening kill. Jerry looking to close the gap. Crown is completely compromised now. He's got a lot of work to be doing. M4 good for the first. Tagging up. Jerry going to try and best the sidearm, but Crowney just holding his ground. Very nicely done.
Yeah, Crowney's had a few good plays in that position by the car box. He got a 2k to help out that B hold a few rounds ago, and he's got the same. Yes, it's against Tech 9s and Mac 10s, but just the composure's there for him. I don't think he's lacking any confidence because he's been fragging away on both maps so far. He's on 15 now. You know, he's top fragger, but he's 8 rounds down.
Round 15, the last of the half. forMel just going to make it their best attempt, at least, to find it their fourth and make it a closer affair. But 11 rounds on the T side of Dust2, I feel like forZe already know they are in a pretty good spot right now, and there is no changing that.
Jerry is going to continue to assert his dominance with the Deagle. He has been caught though, and he has been dropped, but this is a 3 versus 3 situation. 3v2 now in favour of the German mixed side, as Tricky with the AWP's going to find Zorti. And it's all on shalfey with the M4A4. Does have the bomb on his back. That's going to make this 1v2 a little bit more winnable. than what it would be if it was dropped. He's going to work his way towards A. The good thing for him, as he's got the two formal players completely split up, 1A, 1B. So formal are happy to give him 2 1v1 exchanges here. And in fact, Power was getting aggressive in tunnels with this AWP, and that could have gone very wrong, and I think it still can, because I don't think that Tricky's holding CT correctly either, and there's shalfey crosses. Tricky's been caught looking the wrong way, and now shalfey is on the B site. Is he going to expect Power to be creeping out of tunnels though? No is going to be the answer, but he's still yet to drop 3 HP. HE is going to be enough for him as Formal squander 4 rounds out of the first half. We will be switching sides once again. Could this be the beginning of the end for the German mix? Let's see. We are going to be going to a quick commercial break. Do not go anywhere. We will be back in about 3 minutes' time.
Hey Future Pros! Having a good A exec on Dust2 can make your life so much easier. So today I'll show you the Norwi A exec, which they pulled off perfectly on a force buy. To do this exec, you'll need 4 Future Pros, 4 smokes, 3 flashes, and a molly. Future Pro number 1. You'll be throwing the Xbox smoke to help your team get short control. To throw the smoke, get into this back corner. Crouch down and aim at this shadow. Then stand up and jump throw the smoke. Now get your team to get short control, but be careful as there could be a pesky CT chillin'. Future Pro number 2. You'll be throwing the one-way smoke, 2 flashes, and a short molly. To throw your smoke, get into this corner. Aim at the bottom right corner of this window and throw your smoke. Then put your back against the wall and aim just to the left of this part of the box while crouched. While still crouched, jump throw your 2 flashes. These flashes will destroy a close long player. Once you have thrown the flashes, quickly lob a molly back towards short as you could be getting fast flanked. Future Pro number 3. You'll be throwing a CT smoke, a sight molly, and a flash to get you down to the CT ramp. To throw your smoke, get into this doorway. Aim to the top corner of this building and throw the smoke. Then throw your molly from behind the closed smoke just to the right of the palm tree and it should molly sight. After that, underhand a flash into CT and hop down with it. Try very hard not to blind yourself or your team with this one. Then sprint towards long and get a free kill onto the long CT who is hopefully playing close. Keep advancing and take full long control as this will allow your team to plant for long if you succeed. Finally, Future Pro number 4, or FP4 as I like to call it. You'll be throwing the closed short smoke along with the flash for sight. To throw your smoke, aim just in between these 2 boxes above the barrels. Then get close to the box and underhand throw the smoke. It looks like a moving throw, but I assure you it's not. You can throw this smoke more safely, but if Bit lives on the edge, then you should too. Throw your flash off this wall, which shouldn't blind your teammates, but will flash a CT trying to advance on the smokes, and then take the site. Give this one a prac offline, but I'm sure all you Future Pros will be able to nail it down after at most 20 attempts.
(11-4). The half-time whistle blew in forZe's favour. Jerry's been stabbed in the back And we're kicking things off with a bang. The second half underway. forZe, very similar to map 1. Flashbacks may be. Formal now on the T side of Dust2. We'll see what they can get done.
He's trying to tap away on short. Power strikes back with the Glock as it makes all the noise. Jerry's now rotating towards A. The short presence is being shown now towards the side. shalfey just trying to tap away himself onto some terrorist heads, and Kenzie's going to do it for him. It's 3 kills for him. Crowdy strikes, but Norwi is going to seal it. 12 rounds for forZe. 4 out of 4 pistols for forZe. And it's going to be no surprise that forZe are going to win this one 2-0.
Do you know what? The most disappointing thing about all of that is they gave him a 70 HP lead. Like, instantly.
With the stab, yeah.
They right-clicked him. Instantly. Bang. Done. See you later. And they still win the round. Talk about confidence.
How's that for confidence? MP9 rushing you down straight up mid. No care in the world. And it's going to be more of the same. MP9 being advanced into lower tunnels. They're holding him. Are they going to kill him? That's the question. The answer is not right now. shalfey's not done. He's just going to W key, hold it down with the middle finger, and the index finger on the right hand's going to hold down mouse 1. Also, P250 will find Jerry, but shalfey just continues for the 4K. And I wouldn't be surprised at this point if forZe just go and work their way to 16-4. But we did have the similar situation last time round. It was a 14-4 scoreline. Formal suddenly come back and managed to pick up 8 rounds out of what the last 10. So we can't count them completely out, but it's just very hard to see. Do you know what I mean?
13-4, mate. And this is it. The last stand. The last chance. Minute 30 on the clock. Formal taking their time here, Wicks. And I think it's understandable. They understand the... Well, basically, the setup of this round is if they lose, that's it. They're done. They're out of this upper bracket and into the lowers. Kenzie making it look that way as he finds the opening kill. Responseless to Formal's side stand. Tricky will eventually find the mark with the AK, but this is a 4-on-4. This is the bomb in forZe's hands. And more importantly, this is looking like 14.
Yeah, and it's just purely based off the fact that forZe have pure control of the C4 explosive, but Crowdy, how's he got himself onto a site unscathed? Jerry has been caught with his pants down looking the wrong way, but still, it's all good you being on A, Crowdy, but the bomb still needs to be retrieved. Poles is going to have to pinch lower tunnels. The shalfey works his way up top mid as Brenz. It's too late to trade it out. Zorti with the orb's going to be holding Poles. It's all kicking off in mid and lower tunnels this time round, and somehow Formal, despite losing the first player and the bomb, they come out with the round win.
That is unreal. forZe, they are going to lose out on a 5th, but they've still got money. They've still got weapons. They've still got a chance in this round. And that is very, very safe to say. Round number 19. This should definitely be a chance for Formal to close the gap even more so. Tricky was looking for the opener with the AWP. Unfortunately, a molly on long and a duck under the mid angle has actually left Formal with basically no information early round. We just have the tunnels control. Couple of players pushing up short now. The bomb left in T-spawn. There is still a bit of a mission to be had here.
Oh, and how's that for damage back? 5 HP for 46. That is the trade that forZe have made with Formal right now, and it's always going to be favouring forZe. I don't think Formal will expect there to be 2 players to be, with the fact that they just didn't get any information crossing doors. So yeah, they are hedging their bets towards A though. As Power with the Galil and the bomb. Going to be crucial in this execute, of course. Jerry and Zorti playing a ramp. Feels like they've got the read perfect. Smokes are going to come out, but is it just going to be heading back to B? I don't think Formel have made their mind up just yet. They are not committing to anything right now. B Crunch is going to come out despite no smoke for CT. Shalfey finds the bomb in top mid, or should I say top tunnel, as Norwi with the Famis is continuing to do damage. Again, the kill feed is blue-yellow, trades all over the place, and we've been left in a 1v3, and it's all on Crownie, the top fragger.
Well, a lot of work to do. Spots the first. Good spam. Genzi left low, very low. In fact, as Crownie goes aggressive, but with 7 seconds, he's got to get that bomb down. He's going to be tried to give him space. Jerry finds the kill. An innovative play for Crownie to swing, but it's ultimately forZe up to 14. 2 away from victory here in this BO3. They are looking dominant, to say the least, Hilwix.
Oh yeah, they'll be going on to the next match, which I believe is played tomorrow, with a lot of confidence. So, yeah, I mean, you get the day off after winning a 2-0. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, do you?
Do you actually get the day off? Do you have to play again today?
I don't think they do. I mean, I could be wrong. I will double check that.
Yeah, let's have a quick fact check before we say that, because that's also a massive mental game, because they can watch all of the other games. They have so much more time to prep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right now, they haven't won yet. They haven't won yet.
Oh, and the Galil. How are they getting away with this kind of play in general? The play is just unreal. Minute and 10 to go. 14-5. But a 2 versus 3. forZe left the man down.
One man advantage with the smokes as well. I mean, yes, there is util for forZe right now to get back into this B site. They're just a man down. And I don't think one flashbang's going to be enough. If you have a Molotov to back up the flash, then maybe, but let's see what they decide. I think they're just going to go for it. They know they've got such a big cushion, you know, they can't afford to lose these sorts of rounds at this stage of the game. So why not just try and get yourself some match points right here, right now. They're trying to find some picks. Time's ticking though, and they know time is not on their side. Kenzie's going to find Crownie, but that's going to be about it for round number 20. And yes, Form will get around on the board, but they lose 3 players. The economy's still not going to be in their favour by any means. And you know one thing I don't get is how can Tricky survive there, but they feel like they need to adjust saving on A-Site Inferno. Make it make sense.
Dunno, mate. Just, yeah. He just closed his eyes and like tensed up when the bomb exploded, and that's how he survives. Yeah. You know, just like proper straining. Just don't take damage, and that's it. That's what you have to do. You know.
I need to try that maybe.
Yeah, you reckon?
Usually I'm dead though before the time the bomb explodes, so it's not really gonna. Yeah. It's what it is.
I respect it. You know, someone has to die realistically. Like, how many flawless rounds have we seen this game so far? I mean, a couple, but majority of the time someone has to run in and do the dirty work. And for Tricky and Power, the 2 men getting their hands a little bit dirty in this one. But I say dirty, it's a fairly clean round from them so far. Only taken a couple of bullets between them, but ultimately dishing out 2 very fatal kills. Jerry and Zorti both gone. Formel in a 5v3 standpoint. This is looking good for a 7.
It is right now. Well, the fact that the bomb's out on B and Power is keeping them all busy towards A, this has just sealed the deal for them. Bomb will be planted, Power will be dropped, but he's done his job there. Yes, he's given the AK away, not that big of a deal though. That's the most important thing, is the round win at this stage, and again, we see a late resurgence throughout the Formal side. As now it's only 1 player for Formal yet to be in double digits, and how's that for a shot from Shalfey? Nearly touches the second on the head as well. Will be 7 on the board for Formal. Pulse, stop playing with your food. get burnt. If you play with shalfey and a scout, you will get your head blown off. As Kenzie actually finds Brenz in the last few milliseconds. So still, the economy is just not going to be great for Formal. Crowley and Power, well, Power can't buy an AK with Kevlar and helmet, that's for sure. He's going to need a drop, and I don't think anyone can drop him. Okay, he does get one.
Alright.
They're going to have to sacrifice util though, but it's just little things like that which is going to prevent your chances of fighting back in this stage of the game. As Norwi get aggressive in lower tunnel. Zorti as well is going to get his head wiped completely off, but it's still 2 players for forZe towards B.
Looking good, Jerry Steagle. They'll find another at least. But that is looking basically all she wrote in this round. Another 2v4. Bren's tapping away. Deagle of Jerry. Gotta be careful. I don't think this is going to be looking like a terrible round to be thinking though if you're on the side of Formal. Nice shot, Crowney. We'll find one. Jerry's response looking pretty good. Bomb planted towards A, and he'll be executed towards B. Cheeky stuff, and ultimately it is an 8th here now for Formal.
How many more would it be though? I mean, again, it was 14-4 Retro, and we did not see Formal getting through double digits. They still need to do it, but they're in a really decent position right now. They win this round, their economy's completely gone for forZe. So, I mean, that's your key opportunity to get 10. And it could be many more. Let's just hope no computer crashes, because if you remember, if you weren't here for Overpass, Formal were on a similar comeback to this, and then Brent's PC crashed at the most crucial point in the game, and it gave forZe a round. This time round, though, they've given forZe a kill, and it's on to Power. So far, so good for the CT side.
The effort has been immense.
It's not about how you start rounds, Ryan. It's about how you finish them.
I was going to say, the effort has been immense to find that first kill.
Yeah.
But looking at the HP bars and sort of how Formal stand compared to forZe, this is definitely Formal's round still to win. But with Kenzie picking up that kill, it doesn't look good. But they've pushed up short at perfect timing. Crown will be able to set the bomb down. Sure, it's a 3v5, but they now force forZe to make the next move.
No Molotov to save the defuse as well, so it's only flashbangs for Formal, and with a 2-man disadvantage, that is not what you need. You need a little bit extra. Brent does find Shalfey. Crowley sticking his head past the short corner for another. It's all getting hectic on the A site now as Zorti's got full control. Kenzie's going to be here to defuse the bomb. If not, he's going to fake, and the flashbang goes out. That tap fakes out the flash. They've got no more flashes to peek with apart from one. As Crowley finds 2, the defuse does not come in, and Formal stay alive, and they get the round 9 on the board, and it should be 10.
That's unreal. Do you know how close the defuse was from happening there as well? Like, we were talking a second in it, maybe. The single flashbang that wins them that round. That's enough. That is more than enough. 14-9, ladies and gentlemen. Formal are getting their noses back into this game. We always ask, you know, how long until the penny is dropped and finally they give up a round. But this is a rapid rate that Formal are winning. And it's another advantage. In fact, 2 advantages. They're just looking on rails right now here. This T side can't be topped.
Jerry Steagle is all bark but no bite. A lot of noise made, but just barely any damage. Crowney gets out alive on 10 HP, but that's it. Shalfey praying no one checks him on the back of the A site. He will be spotted, he will be found. Formal now in double digits again. And will we see forZe pull out a timeout? We saw them pull one out on Overpass when it got, you know, this close. They're still sticking true to their guns. They've got the double AWP out on Zorti and Shalfey. Could that be the recipe for success in the latter stages of Dust2? Again, they only need 2-round wins to get themselves the map and match win. Zorti starting things off, not in mid, but on long this time round. I'm surprised they haven't been more aggressive on long. They weren't too aggressive on long on T side either, to be honest. So early prediction from me in the pre-match did not come to fruition.
Molly dropped in. Obviously, Bren's taking an early exit. Doesn't put Formel in a good position. Oh, shalfey pulls the trigger a bit prematurely. Wicks, I think that might just cost him, well, a very easy kill and a great chance for forZe to win this round. Though he's still got a decent one with a minute left to go. Power looking to try and drop into towards spawn, but no, this is no short play. This is a B split. There's 2 players on the site. They've got so much to do between them. It's shalfey and Norwi, and they've got kills to get. But the M4A1 is only good for 1, so we turn to the AWP. We turn to the scope, and it can't find a thing. A 2v3, and they themselves have this B site. The retake for forZe. This could get scary.
Yeah, this retake's going to be delayed by 2 Molotovs coming out. It's going to Molotov the doors. In fact, they don't need to use both yet. They could just use both of them on the same choke point and just hold the other one together. This is so far so good for Formel, but the hard work has not been done just yet. They need to find the frags, and they need to find them now, as Pulse cannot. Crowdy does get one. Time is ticking. Zorty's going to get him in the nick of time. The fuse will come in time. Or no! No kit! Retro!
Man, that cost them another. It's 11. It's the gap down to 3. And it is a huge chance for the side of Formel to win this map. forZe are crumbling. They've got another chance. They've got 2 AWPs already. They've got 2 M4s. Jerry's going to be the only one in question. And Norwi will supply the goods, dropping him over an M4. 14-11. How are we even talking about this? This was 14-4. This was a shot book. This was forZe winning this game. But now the tale's only just beginning.
It is. And how many chapters have we got left in the story? Time will tell, that's for sure. Tricky being smoked off. If only he had X-ray, because he would have had a frag.
Well, yes.
How easy the game would be if you had X-ray, right?
See, I was saying this on another broadcast, right? Like, how cool would it be? Because you know that, like, R_draw other models command, right? Mm-hmm. Like, where you can see through walls, basically, and smokes and whatever. Now, I would love to see a silver player play against pros, but the silver gets to use draw other models.
They lose every day of the week.
You reckon?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because I'll wait for this round to finish first, because it's a 1-for-1 in mid. Crowney finds Jerry, so that's another pick for Formel as they still reap the success of these AKs. Kenzie get aggressive on shorts, and he gets away with it. Crowney's dropped the bomb in lower tunnel as well. It's again deja vu. Bomb dropped in lower tunnel, and Formel need to try and fight their way back. Do they play the kills or do they play the bomb at this point with 30 seconds left? You have no choice but to play the kills, but the kills are going the CT side's way as Norwi and Kenzie are the last 2 alive against Power and Tricky. Tricky with the AWP. 15 seconds left though, they've got to move. Formel and Tricky will open it up. It's Norwi and Tricky. The old teammates are now in a 1v1 at a critical time of the match, and Norwi comes out on top. And he will get forZe 4 match points to get themselves in the upper bracket finals. Or should I say
how many
semi-final?
seconds? How many seconds were left? 5 of them. He didn't even have to go for the kill. He just had to hide. But he does it the hard way. He does it the clinical way. forZe. There is a chance like no other. And Zorty delivers. Jerry looking for more resources up to claim a second. And well, while 15 was slow, 16s might come as quick as lightning, as Poles and Crowney, a 2v5 with everything to do. And I just don't think there's enough time on the board. Still a minute 30, but it is Poles against 5. It is the German against the odds. And while they have a decent chance and a decent recovery in both bouts in the best of 3, there is just a short straw drawn. And it is 16-11, and it is forZe who make it incredibly difficult for themselves, but they get it done eventually.
Yeah, and, you know, not the result that Formel would have been wanting for sure. But the fact that they get double digits against forZe on both their own map pick and forZe's map pick is a huge success for them, right? They're not expecting to make some crazy upper bracket run, you know, coming up.